I'm Mikey Bledsoe, and this is another episode of Cooking and Picking, where we cook you some food in the great outdoors. And I've got a wonderful guest with us today, going to do some entertainment for you, sing you some original songs right there over on the stage. Now you say, light that fire.
Light that fire.
Oh, we're cooking and we're picking on the side of that mountain. Yes, we're picking and we're cooking, and you know the food is right, 'cause we're cooking and we're picking. Listen to the songs right here. Well, we're cooking and we're picking at the Lucky Starr in Swatchy Valley, Tennessee.
Like I said, today we've got a very special guest today with us. We've got Anna Calvin. So nice for you to be here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I cannot wait. We're going to cook us some food today. We're going to do some breakfast. We're going to do a Mountain Man breakfast. This is Mikey's Mountain Man breakfast. This is my version of this. You've probably seen this 100 times on YouTube. I have. You've seen it with sausage. You've seen it with breakfast sausage. You've seen it with bacon. You've seen it with ham. We're going to do a little bit of it all today. What this recipe is, we've got us about a dozen eggs right here. We've got some bell peppers, some onion. I went to my grocery store, my local grocery store here, and I bought some red potatoes, and I've grated these myself. Some cheese, some ham, some sausage, and I've got some bacon that I've crushed up in this bag right here. Now these potatoes, you can do this several different ways. I like to do the fresh potatoes. You can do frozen potatoes. You can do tater tots. You can do whatever you want. First thing we're going to do is get these potatoes on and let them start cooking down. So what we're going to do is get our fire going. It takes us just a few minutes to get this going. Oh yeah, we're about ready to go. It is hot today, let me tell you. These things are scorching. I like to put me a good layer underneath my Dutch oven just to get it going. You ever cook outside?
I never have, no.
Oh, you're going to enjoy this. This is going to be fun. You like breakfast? Mm-hmm. I love breakfast. And you know what? This is only the second time that I've done a breakfast on the show. So you're going to experience my second breakfast here. I usually don't do breakfast. I do some sort of dinner or dessert or something like that. Get us a good layer under here and get this Dutch oven heated up. And we're going to get those taters in there and get this thing going. That should be enough. Maybe a couple more on the side right there. Let that heat up for just a minute. We'll get right back at it. All right, it's time to put these taters on. What I did is I took these and I grated them up earlier in the house. I have already soaked them and got some of the starch out of them, and I've wrapped them up and tried to get as much of the juice out of them as I could. You don't want them to steam in there. You want them to actually fry. So what I like to do is go ahead and put those in there. Now what I did with my sausage is I did it earlier too. And when I did it, I actually did it in this pan. So I've got the bacon and sausage grease already in this pan. So that's what we're cooking these taters with. And I don't know, 4 or 5 smaller red potatoes. It really depends. I just really want to get a good coating, get coverage on the bottom of the pan. We're going to let this cook up just a little bit. As they're cooking, we get them mixed up there. And the reason I like to do this is because I like to get a little bit of a crust, a little bit of a brown on them. I like a good crispy tater. And that's why I actually shred them instead of cutting them. You could dice them up if you wanted to. I've done it that way. I've done this recipe 100 ways, I swear. And like I said earlier, you've probably seen this recipe online. You can do anything you want to. You can make it spicy. You can put jalapenos in it. You can do green hatch chilies, which I thought about doing today and then thought against it. So, because I didn't know what your palate was. So I want to make you happy also, right?
Well, thank you for thinking about it.
Well, of course. Now, you drove up all the way from down in Georgia. What part of Georgia are you from?
I live in Marietta.
Marietta?
Yeah.
It's beautiful down that way. Well, welcome to Tennessee.
Thank you. I don't know if I've ever been to Tennessee before.
Oh, now I'm sure you've drove through it at one time or another.
Maybe.
Now, you're young. Let me rephrase that. I'm sure your mother's drove through it and you were in the car, right?
Maybe. Me and my mom were talking about that when we were driving up. We were trying to figure out if we'd been here before or not. And I don't remember where we came to with that.
Well, this is a very small town, so if you did, you probably blinked and missed it.
Oh.
This is a very small town. We're in Pikeville, Tennessee, here in the Sequatchie Valley, and we love it. We're at the Lucky Starr Event Venue. This is our event venue. We do some parties, and we do weddings, and we do things like that. Of course, the venue is one of our sponsors for this show. Another sponsor is Schultz Recording Studios. I love those guys. They do a great job. Mr. Chris Schultz is a wonderful engineer. He's also a great producer, and he's an editor. It'll take just a few minutes for this stuff to cook down, and then we'll be ready to start throwing some of the other ingredients in it. All right, just to speed this process up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put me some charcoals on the top. Usually I don't do this till a little bit later, but hey, let's go ahead and get this sucker going. I'm hungry. I don't know about you, but this looks good to me, and it's starting to smell good even with just the taters in there. And all I did with these taters is I put a little bit of salt and pepper in them. I didn't put a whole lot of seasoning in them because we've got the Italian sausage, we've got the bacon, we've got the onion, we got the bell peppers. It's going to have plenty of flavor in there. It's going to be packed in, so I didn't have to put a whole lot to it. But that's what we're doing right now. It'll take a few minutes for these taters, and when they get done, we'll get ready to put the rest of this stuff in there. It's going to be wonderful. I can't wait. All right. It's been on there for a little bit. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take this lid off, and I'm going to put us some onions and some bell peppers in there. Let them start to soften and get good and get all those flavors. And this is my favorite part, because when you start smelling those onions, I wished you had smell-o-vision out there, because this will smell wonderful. I guarantee it. These are great. That's something that if I could come up with that, maybe I could make some money. That would be good. Are you an engineer? Maybe you can.
I'm not. No.
Oh, come
on
now.
That would be very cool, though.
Oh yeah, it's starting to look good in there. That'll start to soften up and get all those flavors incorporated. It'll be absolutely wonderful. As soon as we get those to soften just a little bit, I'll come back with the meats and get it going. All right, while that's cooking, you said you've got a song you'd like to do for us.
I do, yeah.
What's the name of that song?
It's called Riddles and Rhymes.
Riddles and Rhymes. I tell you what, let's step over to the stage while this is cooking and see what you got.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
I write riddles, I write rhymes, I write stories all night to occupy my mind. Cause the second I stop, I start thinking a lot, and this worry, it eats me alive. And I can't get my mind to rest. Even when I lay my head for bed, I worry about you. Oh, I worry about me, I worry about everything in between. I worry if I didn't worry, my brain will be so empty. Oh, I worry about you, yeah, I worry about me. I worry about everything. I worry if I didn't worry, I wouldn't be me. I read quotes, I read lines, I read books, and I find reasons to stay alive. Cause there's nothing quite like seeing somebody's mind and realizing you think alike. And I can't get my mind to rest. Even when I lay my head for bed, I worry about you. Oh, I worry about me, I worry about everything in between. I worry if I didn't worry, my brain will be so empty. Oh, I worry about you, yeah, I worry about me. I worry about everything. I worry if I didn't worry, I wouldn't be me. I worry if I didn't worry, I wouldn't be me. Oh, I worry if I didn't worry, I wouldn't be me. Cause I write riddles, I write rhymes, I write stories all night to occupy my mind.
Okay, we're about ready to start putting some more ingredients in there. I used Italian sausage. You can use a breakfast sausage, whatever you want to. I've seen this recipe with a billion different things. You can do ham, you can do bacon, and I tell you what, we're gonna do it all today. Because here's some ham. I've got some diced ham up here. We're gonna put that in there. Oh yeah, we're gonna mix it all up and make it good right there. Let's just put it all in there, why not? That's gonna be wonderful right there. I can't wait. Get this all mixed in there, incorporated, because you want to get those onions and those bell peppers all mixed in with everything, give it that good flavor. The ham is actually a honey cured ham that I had, so that's going to add something different, a little contrast to the Italian sausage. Get it in there real good, and then what we're going to do is we're going to let that cook down just a minute. But before we do that, I like to get it all mixed up real good, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these eggs. Now, I've got 12 eggs here. And I'm going to pour them eggs all over it. I'm going to let that's what's going to gel it together and makes it a casserole. If you don't do that, it's just going to be a pan of mixed meat, pretty much. So, get that in there. Let that start to cook. That's why we're going to put this back on there so it'll bake a little bit. And get that cooked down in there just a little bit. And then I'm going to put me some cheese and some bacon on top, and it's going to be ready to go. But while we're waiting on that, it'll just take just a few minutes. I'm going to sit down and let's have a little conversation, if you don't mind. Mm-hmm. Now, I appreciate you playing that song over there. That was wonderful.
Thank you so much for listening.
Beautiful song, beautiful song. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course.
All right. Now, and I usually don't do this because she's a beautiful young woman, a female, but how old are you?
I'm 18.
18 years old, ladies and gentlemen, the youngest guest that's ever been on the show. Thank you so much for coming again. I appreciate it.
It's beautiful here.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me ask you a few questions. So how long have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing guitar and singing since I was 14. I've been writing since I was 15.
Okay, so you've been writing for a few years here. You've got a large catalog, small catalog?
I write a lot. I try to write a couple songs a week.
Oh, wow.
I end up hating most of them. So I have about like 20 or 30 that I don't mind, and I've got like well over 100 that I hate. So
I do the same thing. I know exactly where you're coming from. I absolutely know, and I've got some other friends that are the same way. A good friend of mine that I think you're friends with too is Mr. Michael Teague, and he's got well over 200 songs. I swear he does. But I'd hate to ask him how many he's just got in the bucket that he just doesn't want to do. I really would. Do you have any influences? Is there somebody you like to try to strive to be like or write like?
I don't know. I'm always bad at answering this question because like I'm not good at like following people's careers, but like I know their songs, so there's more like a sound wise that I know and like, and I really love like acoustic stuff. And I think one of the people who made me like want to sing and like write was probably Billie Eilish at the time.
Oh yes, yes.
But then I got more into like Jules music and like Tori Amos.
I got you.
Recently, I've been listening to like a lot of Annie DeFranco and Fiona Apple, and I just really love their stuff because it's very strange and like very like their own, and I love that.
When you write, what kind of genre are you aiming towards? Are you looking at the country avenue, or are you just write a little bit of everything? That's what I do.
I always just say kind of like indie folk Americana because I don't know exactly, so I just go with that.
I got you.
It falls somewhere.
You know what's cool about the Americana genre is you can pretty much do what you want to.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? I think that's where you throw everything that you don't know what to.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. I don't want to make anyone mad.
I can't put it in a box, so we're gonna call it Americana, right? Yeah. That's absolutely wonderful. That's the exact same thing I do. Tell me, how can these people out there find you? I mean, do you have are you on streaming platforms? Do you have the face spaces and the Instagrams and all that good stuff? How can people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on any streaming service at Anna Calvin, just my name. And you can find me on social media at AnnaCalvin_music, and I post there as often as I can.
That is awesome. That is absolutely wonderful. Do you play a lot out?
Yeah, I play a lot in like the Marietta, Woodstocks area of Georgia.
Hey, if you're from that area, or even if you're not, check her out. Get on her social medias. Check her out, Anna Calvin, and go see her. You're not going to regret it. I'm telling you right now, she's absolutely wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, the last step in this recipe is to We're gonna put some cheese on there for one thing. And you put as much cheese as you want. There's no such thing as too much cheese. That's what I always say. But I like to sprinkle me some cheese right on top there. Let that melt down in there and get all good and gooey. That's gonna be good right there. I can't wait for that. And then just because I can, and I had some in the fridge. I'm not gonna lie. I usually don't do this way, but I'm gonna sprinkle some of this bacon right here on top. I put it in this bag. I cooked it earlier, and I put it in this bag, and I've already crumbled it up some. And we're gonna put it up right here on top and let that melt down in that cheese. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Plus, I love smelling bacon cook. Who doesn't, right? That's like I said, we need some smell-o-vision out there. If I could come up with that, I think I'd be a rich man, I'm telling you. Oh, let's just put it all in there and mix it around and get it good in there. Oh, that's gonna be wonderful. I cannot wait. All right, I'm gonna put the top on it here. Let that cheese melt down. Let those eggs finish firming up, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, I think this thing is ready. This is Mikey's Mountain Man Breakfast. This is my way right here. Now, I've done this several different ways, like I said before, but I think this one right here is gonna be absolutely wonderful. Let's see what we've got. Those eggs look like those done. Oh yeah, the cheese is melted down in there. And guess what? We've got a photo bomb. That was my puppy right there under me, right there, ladies and gentlemen. That was Theodore the dog. And he likes to photo bomb us when we're doing these shows. He's a funny puppy. He really is. It's what he's wanting is some of this bacon. I know what he's wanting. And every once in a while I'll give him some. Sometimes I make him wait because he's just ridiculous. Oh, this is looking good right here. Oh, absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to try a bite of this. This is going to be so good right here. Now, let me give you one. There's you a fork, and there's me a fork. Let's try it and see what we got. What do you think?
Thank you.
Oh, I bet this is going to be good. I cannot wait.
It's hot.
It's a little warm. It's a little warm. Tastes good though, don't it?
It's really good.
Now, you said you've got another song you'd like to do for us.
I do, yeah.
Let's step over to the stage and see what you got.
All right.
All right, again, I'm Mikey Bledsoe. This has been Cooking and Picking. We've had a wonderful time today. We did Mikey's Mountain Man Breakfast, and boy, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I'd like to thank my guest. This is Anna Calvin, and I'm going to tell you what, she has got a beautiful voice. She's a wonderful songwriter. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been amazing.
I really do appreciate it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell, all that good stuff. I really would appreciate it. And remember to check her stuff out. Hey, you said you're just going to do one more song for us.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
What's the name of that song?
This one's called The Monster Song.
The Monster Song. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Anna Calvin with The Monster Song. The stage is yours.
All right, thank you. So this is a song I wrote when I should have been sleeping at very late hours of the night or early hours of the day, however you want to look at that. But it's just a song about how I used to view the world when I was like 5 or 6. And I used to think there was these monsters that lived behind dryers and spied on people through children's books, which was a very unrealistic fear, but it was a fear I had. And I was just thinking one night that would be a really fun song. So the Monster Song came from that. And I hope you guys like it.
When I was little, I used to think all of life was just a story being read by a monster to its child before bed. This monster and its child lived behind our family's dryer. They had a secret little door that you would open and explore all the clothes inside the dryer, and they'd steal all the socks that their hearts desired. People come and people go, but you never even really know what life's like through someone else's mind. You can take me as a fool for seeing the world the way I do, but that's not really up to you. Some are lost and some are found, some barely know the way around. All in all, life's unpredictable. You never know how the story will go. This monster and its child lived in complete denial about the dangers of this world. Every day they yearned to be free from the dryer and explore the world before life expires. People come and people go, but you never even really know what life's like through someone else's mind. And you can take me as a fool for seeing the world the way I do, but that's not really up to you. Oh, some are lost and some are found, some barely know the way around. All in all, life's unpredictable. You never know how the story will go. When I was little, my imagination ran wild. What I wouldn't give now to have the mind I did when I was a kid.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Anna Calvin. And I'm telling you what a beautiful voice. And I really appreciate you being on the show with us today. This has been a wonderful day. We cooked some good food. We had some good conversation and some good times together. And then you play some beautiful songs, and I really do appreciate it. I really do. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Cooking and Picking. I'm Mikey Bledsoe. Until next time, keep your fire going.
And you know the food is right, 'cause we're cooking and we're picking. Listen to the songs right here. Well, we're cooking and we're picking at the Lucky Starr in Sneedville, Tennessee.